All right, y'all. Welcome to episode 24 of the Wiretap. We are back. We took a week off, to reset, do our thing, get our thoughts together. Our schedule is pretty much going to be 5 episodes, then we're going to do a freestyle pod. So it's really 6 episodes. We take a week off, come right back, give you another 6. That's how we're going to do it. As always, let's start the intro. All right, y'all, we back. Like I said, episode 24. I'm here with my lovely co-host, Keon, our beautiful commentator, Leah.
I don't want to be lovely, yo.
I'm just thinking that.
Why can't you be lovely? Why can't you be lovely?
I am. I want her to say
Stop doing that, black man.
that. See you on that bullshit for some Grand Rising, King.
Yeah, right. Stop doing that,
yeah,
black man.
we shouldn't say good morning,
You are a
though.
delight to deal with, man.
Yeah, absolutely,
You're a delightful
bro.
person to deal with. Don't
Yo,
do
but
that.
we're going to start saying Grand Rising, because you know that the history behind good morning?
Bro, no, that's not true. I looked into that.
It's not.
No.
But I want to But I want to believe it, though.
I mean, that's the words sound the same, morning and then morning, but morning.
But they spell different.
Yeah, so it's totally two.
I wanted to
complete
believe that.
things. I get that.
You just killed me.
I get that. My fault.
Killed my dreams.
My fault. But how was your week? Your week off at that.
My
You
week
didn't get
off.
paid this week.
I didn't get no money. Nigga, my lights is about to get cut off. Nah, but my week was cool. Unfortunately, this past Saturday, we lost our cat.
Yeah, shout out to Midnight.
Yeah, Midnight, the
Rest in
cat.
peace.
Anybody that know me know Midnight. We lost our cat. We buried her in the backyard.
I'm mad you ain't invite me.
Yeah, we had to repass at a motherfucking City View.
That's
You had
crazy.
to wear all black.
Somebody made some good fried chicken.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she passed away. We buried her in the backyard. She lived 16 long years.
Okay.
That's equivalent to like who knows the cat math, but she lived a long life. But she had cancer apparently,
Okay.
and she got real small. But nonetheless, if I was allergic to her, I still love the damn cat. Cat was cool as shit.
Yeah.
But
I like the cat. The cat was
yeah,
cool.
she was cool as
She
shit.
wasn't on
Like,
no shit. You feel me?
yeah, she just used to make me itch, but I love that damn cat. you know, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my week was good. I went to First Thursdays last night, the last one for the season.
season.
You know what I mean? But
My man
that
just be
cool.
going to that at work. He
Yeah,
be telling me
that
about
joint cool, man. But other than that, to answer your question, I'm just recapping my week and all that. Everything was smooth, bro. Like, cool. Made some money and paid some bills. Did some cool shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What about you?
It was a cool week. Monday, everything was closed. I mean, we still had to go to work, but it was an easy day.
Funky shit.
Nah, yeah, but
Wait,
it was.
was Monday a holiday?
Nah. It was a bunch of damage done downtown from the storm. I guess the rain.
Oh, okay, but they
Yeah,
say
the rain
rain, sleet,
accumulated.
y'all
Yeah.
niggas like postal workers.
Pretty much, yeah.
Get
So-
your ass in here.
For me, it was an easy week. Nothing crazy. ESPN
Sorry,
got
y'all.
something going on.
Sorry, ESPN. I didn't put my phone on silent. Sorry about that.
No, you good. But yeah, other than that, my week was good. I don't have no complaints. You feel me? I try not to complain as much. I try to figure things out. I'm
Yeah,
in that
problem
space.
solve.
Yeah, I'm in that space of figuring things out. And we never asked our commentator how.
Yeah, how was your
how
week?
was your week?
I noticed that, but I was like, let me just be quiet.
Nah, yeah.
Shut your mouth. How was your
You
week?
seen it, I heard. My week was good. As you recap, we lost Midnight, so that was very tragic. But through my friends and family, I've been comforted. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad work was cool, chilling. We went to a comedy show at the Windsor.
I heard.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, that shit was cool. That shit was
Yeah.
kind of fly. It was free.
Yeah.
I love free. If it's
Yeah,
free, it's
I
me.
love free in
and
this-
if
in this
and
place.
if it's free, give me 3.
Yeah.
What's up? Holla at me.
All right. Thanks for checking in.
No problem. All right, Leah, what we got for our first topic? Let's dig into it.
All right. So we can start with this weirdo. Podcaster Myron goes off on black people about reparations.
So you watch the clip?
Unfortunately.
Can we play a little bit of the clip? He is absurd.
Go ahead. You
Yeah,
can play a little bit. of the clip.
I'll play it.
Now, mind you, I did used to I used to watch these guys.
Oh my god.
But-
like the Fresh and Fit bros.
Yeah.
Bro, reparations are for fucking retards, okay?
He stood up.
People need to stop being
He on
lazy.
10.
You're not gonna get a fucking handout, okay? We're not gonna give you your fucking reparations because guess who's gonna have to pay for that shit? The middle class gonna have to pay for it. Yes. Man, let's keep it 1,000. You niggas get your reparations. What you gonna do with it? You gonna buy a bunch of some Jordans, some fucking drugs, some weed. They're gonna buy some weed. Yeah. Yo, nigga. Yeah. What good, man? You gonna buy some fent?
Yes, and these are two black men, by the
These
way.
are-
Well, I don't think Myron is completely. Oh, I wouldn't
I
know.
don't
He
give a
doesn't
damn, but
look
but
like-
but if he get pulled over in the car, that nigga black.
Yeah, he
I
black,
don't care
yeah.
what he mixed with.
Yeah.
That nigga black, and that shit was ignorant as fuck. Like
Right.
you're feeding into the stereotype that people already portray us as. Like if we were due reparations, yes, there will be a group that will do ignorant shit.
That's as always. in
You know what I'm
every
saying? That's with
demographic,
every
yeah.
race, so
Yeah.
on and so forth.
Right.
But there's some people that's gonna say, you know what? Let me pay my house off.
Yeah.
Let me
They're
make sure my
responsible
kids got a
people.
college plan.
Yeah.
So you sound like an ignorant. You're very ignorant. I didn't like it at all. So when I watched it, I was like, you's a petty, like you's an old tap dancing ass nigga.
Yeah.
And I don't feel him for that. Bro.
Yeah, I think. All right, so I think this
I
kind
don't.
of goes back to the culture conversation. You know, a lot of people who aren't raised, and that's including black people who aren't raised around the culture, because we do have black people who don't indulge in certain things that maybe some of the urban youth deal with. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like your Coltons of the world, in a sense, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Okay?
So it's like you kind of projecting that idea that whatever you see as far as the culture, you kind of projecting that onto the everyday black person. Because like you said, you're going to have some people that fuck up money, and you're going to have some people who do what they supposed to do with the money. Or you're going to have some people that fuck up the money, not all the money, but then they really like, you know what, I need to sit down and get this money together and do what I need to
Yo,
do.
bro, with a lump sum of money, bro, everybody, I don't give a damn how
Yeah,
financially
everybody,
responsible you are, you gonna fuck up a bag
Yeah.
on your wants.
Most definitely.
and
Most
then
definitely.
you gonna it would be best to handle your needs
Right.
and then satisfy your wants. But you know, it'll flip flop depending on who the individual is. For you to say that they gonna go buy drugs and like, bro, you sound weird as fuck. And who are you speaking for?
Yeah. I think what's even more interesting is his co-host, who is black.
It's fuck.
Yeah, that he and it's like even the stereotypical voice that he put on.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like everybody don't really articulate themselves like that. I mean, you're an example of that. You're a black man who does not articulate yourself the way that some people do.
He even said further in that clip, the guy that you talking about, he said, yeah, I even tried to pretend to be a nigger for a couple of months. He was like, I just couldn't get with that. And then he like puts on like a fake, I guess what he deemed a regular black voice.
Yeah.
And just kept going.
There is no such thing as a regular black voice.
No.
We come in all different shades of black, different walks of life, different backgrounds, different upbringings. So there's no such thing as that. But your black ass, when you get fucking pulled over, they don't give a fuck about how good you talk and so on
What
and
you
so
do,
forth.
none
And
of
you
that.
won't get a job, some jobs with your fucking black ass skin while you trying to play with us, nigga. You one of us. Like I hate when motherfuckers try to separate themselves because they are the Carltons of the world, and you try to separate yourself from the poverty-stricken people. No, nigga, we all the same. We're judged the same.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you try to slice it and dice it and what school you went to, guess what you always gonna have to do? Work fucking harder than somebody else.
Yeah.
Right.
So you bitch ass nigga, that shit is weird.
I used to watch that content prior to, it was entertaining at first, but then I realized, like, from watching the show, you only talk to a specific type of woman. And with talking to a specific, like we mentioned a few pods ago about, if, we were the women for a day or whatever the case may be, what we would do. Those women think like that. There's no change in their mind. You get what I'm saying? So you're taking these women in this corner of the world and trying to associate it with all women of the world, which is not necessarily true. You get what I'm saying? All they kept talking to was pretty much gold diggers. You talking to the same type of person. You trying to change their perspective in their mind for what? They're doing what they want to do. Whatever hardships they got to find out later in life, that's on them.
Right.
But me trying to convince you that you should not be a hoe, why am I doing that? I don't need to do that.
At all.
You get what I'm saying? So after a while, the show just kind of became like repetitive, and what they were talking about, who they were talking to, and I'm just like, yo, y'all talk to the same kind of girl. Different women, of course, but they have the same morals, same skill sets, the same. They just pretty much the same.
So would you say that's a definition of insanity?
Yeah, because you do have men who sit there and they try to change the mind of certain women who are already in that space that they're in. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm
all.
here to get what I need to get. If I don't want to fuck with you because you selling coochie, and I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that. That's on me.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit here and try to change your mind on selling your coochie. If you want to sell your coochie, sell your coochie. You get what I'm saying?
Give it up,
But
mama.
I just didn't
Your top
understand
dollar, though.
why they kept talking to him. You getting frustrated because they don't give a fuck about what you talking about.
They're not adhering to what you're saying, and you mad. How the fuck you try? Like a crackhead gonna be a crackhead.
Exactly.
When they want to stop doing crack, they gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. I'm like, bro, the show is kind of getting like repetitive and it's becoming a broken record at this point. So I fell off with the show, and then something happened. Literally, like the week that I stopped fucking with it, something had happened where he went viral and he lost his YouTube.
Yeah, he got demonetized.
Yeah, from YouTube because of something he did. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Probably because your ass is black, nigga. Ding ding.
And then I'm and my mind.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Edit that out.
But
9:36 is the time.
I got you. But yeah, my thing is just, the show just became repetitive, and I don't know why y'all keep trying to change these hoes' minds. It's like that's what they want to do.
Be.
So, what we got next, Leah?
All right, we got the YSL case. All the fuckery that's going on with that. So the judge went off on the prosecutor for being ill prepared and was in near tears. Did you guys listen to that?
Yeah, I watched the clip, and I think it was well deserved. I think that the case has been like a shit show.
It is
know what
like
I'm
it's
saying?
been going on too long.
Yeah, way too long.
Like at this point, I think people have like lost interest. In the
Yeah,
case.
because
It's
I've
like,
lost
ah,
interest. Like in the beginning, it was like I followed it, but then after a while, it's just like, okay, this shit is just a shit show. And I think for once, because I think this is his third judge, the third judge.
Yes.
And finally, the judge told the prosecution, like, look, y'all ain't got y'all shit together. Essentially, is what she's saying.
Right.
Y'all trying the case, and y'all generally don't have y'all shit together in order to prosecute this man properly. And I don't see how I won't be able to mistrial it at some point. Which it should have been 2 judges ago.
Right.
It should have been
Why is it
mistrial
still going on?
2 judges ago.
Yo, either you have the evidence to convict this man,
Or you don't.
or you don't. Like, and when you go, it's a RICO case, so that means that the feds is involved. Am I correct?
So
And this is a question. This isn't a.
I forgot. I gotta do my research.
And this is my assuming. Like when
So
this,
I heard it is like a federal thing, but it's not like on the level of like like somebody like a Nicky Bonds or those type of feds. I think it's like lower tier feds, if that's even a thing. I can't remember exactly because I remember somebody told me, but like again, this is when I first was following the case, and someone was saying that it's not even like the real feds are getting them at this point. It's like a state level kind of
I
thing.
thought it was all state level.
So,
and this trial is taking forever. Like Free Thug, always. Like, bro, at this point, it's like either you gonna convict the man or you gonna let him go. I
don't even think they have enough to convict them. To be real with you, they trying to bring evidence in that wasn't. You know how it go. Like whatever the prosecution finds as far as evidence, they have to share with the other side. You cannot bring evidence into something during a trial because the defense doesn't have a chance to defend it.
What was that motion of discovery?
Yeah, so it's like why are you even doing it?
Convict the man and let him go at this point. Like, niggas been saying Free Thug for like damn near 2 years now.
It has been 2 years. I just looked it up. So the YSL case is a federal case, but of course it's been held in the Fulton County District.
Mm-hmm.
The case began in May 2022. The trial began November 2023.
So it's been over 2 years.
And right now, they said this is the longest running trial in Georgia's history.
Yeah, like y'all at this point, it's like y'all trying to hold him hostage till y'all can find something to convict him. At this point, let the man go home on house arrest, and then if you find it, then you bring him back to court. Like, come on, bro, let that man get out of jail, bro.
You ain't found it
like
yet.
he didn't kill anybody per se.
Brand per se.
Per se.
I think the theory is that they don't want them to intimidate witnesses, but I feel like at this point, if that was even going to be a thing, it would have
It would have been done already.
Yeah, it's like people
2
still can make
years.
phone calls and
Yeah,
you
like,
feel what I'm saying. So
he
it's
got
like,
the realest lawyer going.
Yeah, so to me, I think that it was well deserved from the judge. Like you said, you could tell she was kind of fed up. Not kind of, she was fed up, and it had to be said. That should have been said along 2 judges ago.
Right.
It's time to let that man go. Let that man go. If you haven't proven nothing at this point, it's time.
Let's get some new music too.
Right. What we got
In
next?
continuation with the YSL trial, so during a cross-examination, the lead gang expert admits that they never even looked into the accounts. And it's supposed
See
to be
what
a
I'm
real
saying?
case.
Yeah, so what y'all doing?
Again,
What you
they
doing?
pulling at strings at this point,
Yeah, like y'all reaching.
and it's like, yo, let it
Trying
go.
to find a needle in a haystack, and that shit is wild, bro. At
Yeah.
this point, like, yo, with me going to court for shit that I went to court for, people that I know that had real show enough cases, I ain't never seen nothing last this goddamn long.
Me either. I've never seen that. Yo, and I've been in cases where there's multiple people being charged, and they'll let us know, like, yo, this might be like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
2 years?
that's on the state level, but at
But
this point,
still, 2 years?
no, 2 years is way too long. And I feel like if you haven't gotten him with cold, concrete evidence at this point,
It's over with.
it's over with. Yeah.
It's a wrap. All right, well, let's get into some fashion news because I'm sitting here with 2 high fashion men. Very
That black
well-dressed.
visionary on me.
Right, I do something with fit checks. But LVMH sells the late Virgil Abloh's off-white clothing brand to the New York-based brand company. The fashion world feels like this move was very disrespectful due to that New York City fashion house being, I guess, selling cheaper brands of clothing.
Yeah, so they're known for
They're
selling, they're known for selling like
Fashion over type shit.
not that like
That cheap or
like Oakley, like the stuff you would go into like a Vans or a PacSun.
that's disrespectful.
Yeah. So I did my research on that, and I heard that's kind of what he wanted. I don't know how true that is, but to me, I still feel like it's disrespectful because we know it as a brand that,
High-end.
yeah, that is high end.
Yeah, it's a high like and it's if not impossible to get, but you gonna spend that money. When you see somebody with off white anything,
Yeah,
you
it's a
gonna
couple
spend
dollars.
that money.
Yeah, it's a couple dollars.
Feel what I'm saying? Like
I remember a lot of people don't remember, and if you like really was into fashion, Off White was originally Pyrex.
yes, I know that.
Yeah, so they got sued by the company. You know, like you can't use the name. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, ASAP 12 gave Virgil the idea to change it to Off White.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's how it essentially became. Don't I might be wrong on because it's one of the ASAP members, but I think it was 12.
Right, they was all in the fashion.
Yeah, that gave him the
Yeah,
idea.
they
to call
heavy
it,
in the fashion.
yeah, to call it Off White. So essentially, I think it's a little disrespectful because the idea of luxury is to be exclusive, comfortable, the whole nine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
hard
saying?
to get,
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
That's
like
the
yeah,
idea
like
of it.
and then that man is like I don't know who in his family is still around to
Right.
say who signed off on this is what I'm saying.
Well, whoever, the Ellen, what's it called?
LVMH,
So you know they own what's that? Louis Vuitton.
y'all the fashion people.
Yeah, no, it's that's what the LV stand for, and I forgot what the MH stand for, but that's they own all those little high end brands in the city.
Right.
So I think it was, and I mean, to be real with you, I still think it's a disrespect. Even if it's something he wanted, I think
Yeah,
like,
if he had been
executed. You don't know what his
Yeah.
vision would have been. For
Yeah.
yeah, like you know, since we on brands, yo, you know what brand I really like a lot right now? Stone Island.
yeah, Stone Island been cool. Stone Island. I actually, I remember the first time I seen Stone Island.
Stone
This
Island
was
is
2016, right?
like streetwear.
It's more of a you can kind of present it as streetwear, but I've known it to be more like they do a lot of their advertising around like water, beach wear, like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's high end.
Yeah.
Is it like that rude stuff that I've
Nah,
No,
rude.
no.
Nah, it ain't like
Rude is to me is that's strictly like streetwear.
yeah, rude.
But-
Rude is wavy. Like Stone Island, like you gotta know.
Yeah.
Because when you see and they don't put Stone Island on their
Everywhere,
clothes.
yeah.
It's like a little logo,
yeah.
and if you know, you know.
Matter of fact, think of it as something like a Canada Goose or Montclair kind of brand. You get what I'm
I
saying?
love my Montclair.
Yeah, so it's like that kind of
I
brand.
love my bubble. I can't wait till it get cold outside.
I actually need to get me one. I've been bullshitting on that. I think it's.
I love my Montclair.
I really want to get the Canada Goose though, because everybody got the Montclair.
Yeah,
so
but you know what I want? I want to take it back to this is something that I saw my father wear, and this is old school shit. A Woolrich. I went
I
and
never
checked,
even heard of that.
bro. Google the motherfucking the snorkels.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits is a bag.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think up
so
the Stone Island, not $620 for a fleece zip up.
yeah,
Yeah, it's high end
It's high
fashion.
end fashion. Like I said, the first time I remember seeing it, I went to Philly. This is like 2016. They had this orange, like this burnt orange jacket, like trench jacket. That bitch was hard. I'm like, oh my god, this shit hard. You feel me? I had a couple of dollars. I didn't think it was going to be what it was. I go look at the price tag. That bitch was like $1,100. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just stick to what I know.
Yeah, it's a bag for
it's
Stone
a bad.
Island.
Matter of fact, whatchamacallit wears it a lot. Drake wears it a lot.
Yeah, Drake.
Yeah, Drake is known to wear it a lot.
Yeah, Drake. It's a couple.
Prices. $505. That's a weird price. $505 for some cotton cargo pants.
Yeah,
A beanie is $300.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
You heard me? A beanie is $300.
yeah. It's up there. It's up there.
A Scully,
Yeah, you gonna drop a
Three.
bag. You gonna
You
drop.
gonna pay it
It's a
back.
couple brands like that don't have.
Kith.
I mean, Kith is cool.
It's a little bit more
reasonable.
pricey.
Yeah,
Wow,
Kith is reasonable. Kith is reasonable.
But Kith is fire too.
Yeah, I just started fucking with them. I got a Kith t-shirt. I wore on a few pods ago. You probably didn't even notice it. There was from the Olympic.
I notice everything, nigga.
Oh, all right, yeah. So yeah, I
I pay
had that.
attention to your drip, nigga. You getting money.
So, another brand, I forgot, Kendrick wears it a lot. They mentioned it in the song, and I looked that shit up, and that shit was expensive as Bottega. That's what it is. That shit, that shit is expensive too.
Vanetta Bottega.
Yeah, that shit is like.
To explain.
They have some jeans that look like that.
A pair of jeans or a t-shirt.
All right, so the most I spent on a pair of shoes as of now.
Shoes don't count because everybody, y'all spend money on shoes. I'm talking like a t-shirt or some jeans.
When True Religion was a thing, it was $300. T-shirt wise, the Rude T-shirt that I bought, that was like $2 something, but I couldn't fit it. So
I dropped like almost $600 on a Louis t-shirt. Jeans, respectfully, and I had to have them when G-Star first came out.
I got a few pair of G-Star.
I had this when they first came out. I spent like $450 on a pair of jeans.
Yeah, G-Star can get
Hey,
it.
ask me where them jeans at now. I don't know.
It's crazy because people don't really rock G-Star as much, but they be having some fly shit.
No, they got fly shit, like,
you know what's making a comeback? Evisu. I got this Evisu jean jacket in the
Yeah,
house.
I see. No, did I see with that on?
No, probably a T-shirt.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but
Those T-shirts are $100. Oh, and the Saint, what it was called? Saint,
All Saints.
All Saints. They're $100. They're $100 a tee.
Yeah, like I like they sweats.
I got one of their tees.
I got a pair of sweats. They was two and some change for the sweats.
Never paid $100 for a shirt.
I mean, women can get away with a lot
Yo,
more.
you know what I love?
Like Cardi B made that kind of hot. Remember, like she had that whole conversation of like she can get her dress from Rainbow, but her heels are red bottoms.
You did not make that hot. Everyday women like me have made that hot. We've been shopping in Rainbow.
I mean, it's
y'all just ain't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for no one had ever said it. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh,
You know what I
You
love?
should be a clown for saying it. Yeah.
You know what I love?
Sneaking in Rainbow during the day.
You know what I love?
What?
Valabasas.
I saw, and I looked into
Valabasas
that.
is my shit. I probably got like 4 or 5 pair
They
of
got some fly
Valabasas.
shit. They
Yeah,
got some fly shit.
shit.
They got
You know who wear that shit a lot?
Who?
Boosie.
Boosie
be having that Valabasas shit on. It's it's cut and the feel is just like Purple Brand. I got a couple Purple Brand items, jeans and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we was talking about that when Fats was here on the pod. Shout out to Fats too. When we talking about like, yeah, some shit I mix and match my shit. Like I might have on a Target T-shirt, name brand jeans, and of course my feet is always proper. I don't never play that game.
Yeah, the highs and lows.
I don't never play that game with my feet.
What we got
So
next?
speaking about goods, what's gonna happen when this port shut down?
Well, we actually don't have to spend a lot of time on that because
It's over.
They came to a resolution. But
So
them-
How fast?
Yeah, they gave them a 62% raise, so they went from $39 an hour to $63, but that's only gonna last until January.
But listen, I think, like I was telling somebody earlier, I said that probably was the ploy anyway. Because you know when you go ask a job for a certain salary, you're supposed to give them a high. Let's say my real number is 70,000, but I'm gonna say 80.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm
got
saying?
more.
Right. So they might come down. Like, we can do like 72, and you like, all right, cool, because my
Bet.
original price was 70, but you know what I'm saying. I think it's kind of one of those situations, but them niggas make bank.
Yo, I was
I
talking,
ain't realize how much money they made.
Tony. I
But
was
they work crazy hours at her angle.
No, you can make your own. From what I heard, they make their own hours. They get paid weekly, and you can work however many hours you want. As far as like within the legal limit.
but they say that the indoor workers got it a little bit more cushiony, and the outdoor workers kind of got it hard because you got to work in the elements.
and it's dangerous.
I was just about to say that safety. Like I'm sure,
Yeah.
like how work related injuries.
Well, you got some
Sometimes
people
they
that
don't get like sick time or PTO or something.
because you like. All right, so again, from what I heard, I don't know if this is necessarily true, but by you making your own hours, like I've heard, like the person told me, the person that they knew that worked down there, he works 2 weeks and then takes off for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks, he can make like about maybe almost 8 to 10 grand.
Oh, he make his whole.
Yeah,
Bro, they make
Check.
6 figures down there.
Yeah.
Like, and I was talking to my homeboy. I'm gonna wrap this up, and make it real quick. He drives trucks for a living, so he goes to these different ports and everything like that. And I asked him, I said, "How would it affect you?" He said, "Yo, it's like a trickle down effect." He was like, "If I don't have no loads, then I don't work." He was like, "So when these ports, may it be here, Boston, Philly, Miami, you know, all the states that got ports, you know, it affects him as well." And they said that shit was like, he was like, "Yeah, it affects me like my loads and the money that I can make." But he said, "Yo, but I read that each day that they do that shit, they lose $5 billion."
I knew that shit was
A
when
day.
I heard that number. I said, "Yeah, this shit ain't about to last."
He was
long."
like, "Bro, I was He said, "I was just in your city at the Domino Sugar." He's like, "You know what that said?" I said, "Nigga, I live here." Shout out to Faid too. I'm like, "Nigga, I live here. Of course I know what Domino Sugar. The sign is
Big
bright
as
as
day, yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, of course I know what it is." He was like, "Yo, like they lose $5 billion a day."
Well, I wonder what's gonna happen in January when that money run out. Because you said it was just a temporary contract.
All right, y'all, we back. We gonna get. Sorry, y'all. We gonna keep going with these topics. So, Leah, what we got next?
All right, fans are comparing Drewski to
That was
late
blasphemy.
great Bernie Mac.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I love Drewski, but that's an eye
Yeah,
comparison.
Yeah, that is a high
yeah.
comparison.
Yeah,
That's
Bernie Mac is
eye
iconic.
Completely different.
And the thing I hate about that is that it takes away from Drewski.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
does.
Like he brings his own thing to the internet. You know what I'm saying? He brings his own thing.
Yo, did you see the shit where Ruby Rose was like, he paid for the PR, not the pussy?
Yeah, I seen that.
That shit was hilarious.
Which I don't think that's hard to believe. Like I mean,
Nah, I believe
it was an odd couple. I think play the game.
I'm about to get me a motherfucking.
Just like with,
I'm about to get me a Ruby Rose.
What's the girl that be dating all the niggas? Steve Harvey daughter.
Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of that shit was PR stunts. I don't think none of
I'm
that
about to
shit
get
was
me
real.
one.
Yeah, they said they just do contracts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm about to get me one.
I don't think none of that shit be real.
Be some PR stunts. Give me one.
Hey, if it makes sense to do,
Yeah.
even like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, I think that's a PR.
Yeah, give me
They
lit.
said they found a contract on them. It got leaked or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, listen.
Hey.
I'm not surprised. I think if this entertainment world is wicked in the sense of what they do to make things look a certain way or portray things a certain way, so it doesn't surprise me.
Who would you get for a PR stunt?
Shit, that's hot right now.
I know mine, but good.
Coco Jones.
That bit, no, you can't have her. You gotta
It's
run
either
it
Coco
back.
Jones.
No, you don't have Coco Jones. She already mine. We
Glorilla.
together.
I like Glorilla.
Big Glow.
She
Yeah,
seems-
big Glow.
She seems like a fun person.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Coco, but you can't have her. So
it's
take that
either-
off your list,
Nah, it's Coco, Glorilla,
nigga. I just said what I said.
Ari Lennox,
I'll get somebody. If I can't get Coco,
SZA for sure.
I'll get somebody like Summer Walker.
SZA for sure. SZA would definitely.
So when she come out with another Sadie album, it can be like contributed to me, like I broke her heart or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because listen, I'm like Joe Budden, right? I'm a R&B bird.
Yeah.
I'm a R&B bird.
Who else?
I'm in DC's. I don't know if he's still with Andy or what.
He is.
He is.
And is.
That's random.
I met him.
That's not. That's.
You know, I met him.
He doesn't.
Where?
I mean, no
Harlem.
disrespect.
I was in Harlem. I met bro.
Listen,
He a cool nigga though.
No disrespect though, but I don't
Shout
think
out to Mendici.
he's not going to give you like you would need somebody like a who hot right now. Like what's the dude that played in Rebel? The Rebel.
Yeah, he was all in my group chat.
Yeah, him. Somebody like him.
What you mean he was in your group chat?
There we go.
Ladies been talking about that man. I don't know his name,
Well,
but
what's Rebel?
The shit with the black dude that
It's
was
on
going
Netflix
against the
or something.
cops. You watched it, I think, because I think you told me about
I think I did.
Yeah, yeah.
I probably did.
The ladies
My
are
fault.
going crazy. Or the dude that played in Moonlight, the
Oh,
dark skinned
yeah.
dude, like
Fine.
those type of people, you would probably be more. Because no disrespect, Mendicis, but I don't think he has he's not in the conversation as in culture right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
So-
he got his own little platform.
Man crush.
But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hit right. You know what I'm saying? You would look crazy.
I'll show you a picture of me and him.
You would be on Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking touch your lady parts or some shit
Right.
like that. Faggot.
Yeah, bro. Now I think he's doing it on
Number
purpose.
Number two for the night, Jesus.
I work in a barbershop. I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say there.
What's next, Leah?
Okay. All right, back into some law cases. Houston attorney reveals that there will be 100 people with lawsuits against P. Diddy. I think it was up to 120 now or something like that, right?
I think that's a money grab. I don't think none of those people got anything to do with Diddy.
Agreed.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because
I'm sorry, I can't.
I have to, bro. Because
I'm saying I can't.
Because we had this man back for years, right? And then as soon as we saw that video of him whooping Cassie's ass naked with a towel on, now it's like he's a monster. So I'm gonna hold all these people
Bro.
at a high regard.
But let's be
and
real
say that
here.
they not lying, bro.
But let's be real here.
Bro,
Let's
he's
be
a
real.
weird nigga. It's
He
been
is.
proven time and time again.
He's
I'm a whole
absolutely. I give you that.
But
But
listen,
I don't have 100.
No, bro.
Isn't it in Houston at that?
It doesn't. This nigga is a billionaire. He's been in every
That's
country
true,
and
bro.
state.
But come on, bro.
I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt, bro.
The security guard who's definitely been talking about Diddy for years even says, "Yo, I don't believe that."
And people chose to ignore it. So anything that is being said now, I'm gonna say, let me see. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he has been proven time and time again to be a wild nigga as
And
of
I
yet.
agree with you with
so
that.
So Houston, I don't give a fuck if somebody in Salisbury, goddamn Connecticut
Bro,
say.
I could literally file a lawsuit against Diddy right now.
All right, well do it. I'm gonna believe you.
Nah. I've never met this man a day in my life.
I'm just saying, like some of these people, they rub elbows in that circle. So I believe everything that everybody says until it's proven that they're lying.
So when does it stop?
We don't know. Like, yo, people have only felt comfortable now because he's in prison because he's so powerful. He's bigger than hip hop and so on and so forth. The nigga he is showing Puffy the Diddler love Combs. Like that nigga is Himothy. They said from 08 to present. Like who knows what he's done? Like nigga, I
Happened
just
in the 90s.
yeah, I even see
I
some
mean,
shit.
I agree with that, but at some point, we got to realize that some people are just trying to get a piece of the money.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, granted, that video with him and Cassie, I mean, I'm not saying you wrong, and I understand you.
But you
But
put your goddamn hands on
For
me.
me, I'm just like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but Bro, but-
120 people.
I just realized that's Biggie on your shirt. They said Tupac's family has now, they want to reopen the case to see if Diddy is really tied to that.
I don't think he is. I think with the situation that happened with Tupac was a result of what happened to Biggie. A lot of people believe that.
But did he have something to do with Biggie?
Well, no, I don't think he did, because from the rumors, it was a blood that was associated with Suge that did that.
A nigga that ain't never been found for Biggie murder.
Yeah, and then he's dead now, so
Allegedly.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll ever get solved. But I mean, his security guard talked about that night and talked about how there was some weird events. I mean, personally, I understand this whole idea of not being scared. No, you good. Of not being scared, or like, you know, I'm a man and I should be able to do what I want to do. But if I'm in an active beef, I'm not going to certain places because I understand the dynamics of things.
Right.
If I'm Biggie, I'm not going to California. I'm sorry, I'm just not. That's just me. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can call me scared or whatever.
That's being cautious.
Yeah.
But you got to think, like, I watched Fat Joe got a new show on Amazon called Fat Joe Talks, right?
Okay.
And he did an interview with Method Man, right? Mm-hmm. And he was saying how back in the day, like when Biggie was performing Party and Bullshit, Method Man said he was dead. He said as fly as it was in that era, you had to have you couldn't get hyped or be yourself.
Yeah.
In that era. And I think that a lot of people, you know, weren't comfortable with who they were in a certain era because it was frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think, right? And I'm not applying this to you. I'm just saying in general, as a man, right? Said person did something to you inappropriately sexually, right?
Okay.
How open would you be to prosecute them? Your first reaction as a man, and it's just my thinking, I'm going to kill him.
That would be my first reaction, yes.
And if you couldn't do that because you're not built like that, you're not going to the fucking police to tell the police as a man that another man did something wild to you. You feel what I'm saying? You're not doing that. So now, and let's say that the predator is now, if he was free, he was too wealthy and could potentially, you know, get you knocked off or whatever the case may be. Now that he's in custody, it's a little bit more freedom for you to, you know, speak your truth. Granted, he can still pick up a phone and say whatever. Granted, the calls are monitored and recorded. But you being my man, and I say to you, hey, Tony, if I ever get locked up, if I say, hey, make sure you cut them carrots right with the stew. I'm just giving you it's random.
Yeah,
but it's something that only that you would catch on to, and that mean go clean house. So they, you know, I feel as though that they are currently trying to, you know, heal. It's a process of healing to face your attacker. And I'm saying this from things that I've seen on TV.
Right, but I mean, like, I get everything you're saying, right? I just feel like even in Dolph's situation, I'm not about to be moving crazy when I know I got some beef in the street. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to put myself in a circumstance where I know that I could be clipped. Not saying that's what Dolph was doing in a sense. He felt safe in his city essentially, and that's what ultimately got him kind of where he ended up.
Comfortable.
Right. But I'm
Just
just saying, in my mind, I'm just not, and you could call me scared or whatever the case may be.
It's not
but
scared, bro.
if I know, like, you gotta think, in Dolph's situation,
Don't
like,
say scared because it's not scared. It's called being cautious.
Yeah, like in Dolph's situation, he got shot once, then niggas hit his car up 100 times.
100 shots and he made his song.
Right. So after
That's taunting.
Right, after that situation, I'm moving differently. I got security around me.
Right.
I'm not doing nothing outlandish in a sense to where I'm just by myself.
So am I supposed to live in fear?
No, it's not necessarily. It's not fear. I don't think that's fear. I think that's moving.
That is a form of fear.
I mean, if you don't want to die, essentially, yeah. I mean, I guess you could
It
call
is
it
a
that.
form of fear.
I guess you could call it that, but if you're not,
But
trying
it
to die-
is. It don't matter how you try to word it. It's a form of fear.
Being prepared.
It's a form of fear.
I mean, I guess
Everybody, when you,
right.
Tony,
Mm-hmm.
when you leave the house, you do you watch all mirrors in your car?
Yeah.
It's a form of fear because you can call it I'm being cautious and keeping my head on a swivel, but it's a form of fear because the real threat is once you leave outside of your dwelling, your home, you are a target. You don't have to have beef to be a target.
I mean, that's true essentially because like I told you what happened to me not too long ago when I was coming through the tunnel where yo whipped out on me. You feel me? And I ain't had my joint on me, and I'm just like, damn, the one time I leave my shit home.
And that shit causes panic.
Yeah, so now every time I leave the house, it's like I gotta have
it with me. I'd rather have it with me and not need it and then need it and not have it.
Right.
So
So
it's a blessing you didn't have it on you. This what you would have did. Pull it out and had to shoot out on the damn highway.
If need be.
No.
If need be.
no, she right because like essentially,
No, if need be.
no, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Because I'm protecting me.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but then you got to deal with the civil side of shit. You feel me? Whatever
I'll deal
happened,
with that later.
whatever happened, whoever got injured within that situation, you feel what I'm saying? It's a lot.
I'm going to deal with that later. But if I'm protecting my life and the beings that are in my car, I deal with that shit later.
Yeah, I get that too. I mean, I
I'm
don't
deal with it later.
I don't know what I would have done personally because
you weren't in that position to have to do it.
Yeah, I didn't have what
God forbid, the nigga open fire. You have nothing to do but either speed off or stop.
Yeah.
You have you have nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
So I'd rather be what they say, judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that.
The funny part
And I'm
was,
not no killer, but give me that.
You know what the crazy thing is? And I don't know why this stuck with me so much, but the crazy part was I started laughing. Like when bro pulled the joint out, you feel me? I instantly just bust out laughing.
It probably was like shock, like, yo, did this nigga just pull it?
Yeah, like, but I think it was just like, for me, it was like, oh, I really wasn't scared. And I don't know if that's a problem.
Right.
or,
You're a serial killer?
Nah, like I just was like, like, you feel me? Came around the side and just pointed the joint out the window. I was just like, yo, this nigga is crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Sometimes you gotta laugh because sometimes niggas be wild as fuck for no reason.
Yeah, that was a wild.
You be like,
moment.
bro, what we doing?
You gotta laugh to keep him grind.
Yeah, I guess, but I guess he knew I wasn't like scared because I'm still keeping pace with him. And I was just like, nigga.
Nigga, you still was keeping pace.
Yeah, because
like, bro, if you gonna do it, you gonna do it.
Yeah, like at this
Brandishing
point.
a firearm, like, yo, I've always been taught in this street shit. If you pull that motherfucker, you better be ready to use it.
So in my mind, when he pulled it, I'm like, that's the thing. He pulled it and didn't do nothing. So I think that's probably why I laughed in the sense
You're
of like,
a wild coon.
Like if he would have just pulled it and started firing, you feel me? I would have been caught off guard. But essentially, he pointed it and then he started saying some shit out the window, and I'm just looking like, all right, nigga, like what's the next step? Like,
now what you gonna do?
yeah, you either gonna shoot it or you're not.
Right to die attitude.
No, it's not that. It's just in my like that's something we've always been taught. Like in a sense of like think about it. This person that's talking the loudest in the room is probably the most scared person in the room.
No bite.
Right. The person that's in the room is probably, the person that's talking loud and you ever like been in a situation where you about to scrap with somebody and then like they don't start acting crazy till somebody start holding them back.
Right.
It's like that. It's like, bro, if you really like, I'm gonna tell a quick story, right?
All right, go ahead.
So listen, right? This is my 12th grade year, right? I'm not gonna mention no names, but this little nigga was strong as shit. So one of our players, we playing up Perry Hall, we losing.
Right.
And one of our players, he had initially transferred from another school to come to our school because he wanted to play on the team. So he like, yo, I ain't come over here to do this and do that to just be losing, right? So, so, bro, right? Somebody say something, like somebody tell him like, yo, shut the fuck up. And he like, what? He like, shut the fuck up. Now, mind you, I'm not as big as I am now, but I was still
tall, yeah.
But I still had some size on me. And then
Right.
we had another player who had some size on him too. This nigga's like Keon size.
A big
It
nigga.
always be them.
So
A big nigga. If he was my size, he's a big nigga.
Yeah.
so
I
bro, he like, what you say? And he was like, nigga, you heard me? I told you to shut the fuck up. He's like, what? Nigga, he running. So me and Jamal like, yo, relax. This is Kendrick's cousin, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Kendra's cousin. So we like, yo, calm down. He like, nah, fuck that. He want to fight? We gonna fight. We like, bro, relax. So me and this nigga, I can say Jamal name. Me and Jamal, we like, God damn. Like, this nigga like,
This nigga's out of control.
But my point is, he really wanted this nigga. Like, we was not stopping him. Like, if the coach didn't come in, I think at some point, he would have broke away and he would have did whatever he had to do to bro.
Tasmanian devil.
So at that point, when bro pointed the gun and ain't do nothing, it was just like, and that's probably why I laughed. Like, nigga, you pussy. Like, if you was going to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, you know what I'm saying? So, but luckily, you know, like I said, I ain't had my shit on me because I ain't think nothing of it because I'm going for a walk and it's early in the morning, so I'm not thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at it when that's the crazy part because I looked at it and I paused for a minute. I'm like, nah, I'm going for a walk. It's 7 in the morning. I don't need my shit. Man, this motherfucker. What happened was when you go in the tunnel, you know the tunnel converges to 2 lanes. So he behind me, but he pushing it like he on my ass, and it's another car in front of me, and I'm like, bro, I can't go nowhere. It's 2 Mack trucks on the side of us. You feel me? And I can't go nowhere. So get off my.
You're not supposed to change lanes anyway.
Right, so he on my ass, so I brake checked the nigga. So you feel me? I brake checked him twice, right? So once the tractor trailers got past us, that's when he swerved to the side and he pointed the joint out the car. And I'm just like, the one fucking time I don't have my shit,
Right.
this dumbass shit happened. But like you said,
I think I spoke to you like a little bit
yeah,
after that.
I sent you the pictures. I'm like, yo, this nigga right here just whipped out on me, and I'm like.
And I'm like, when you told me the story, I'm like, wait, what? I'm outside walking my dog. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, like
It's
bro.
Sunday morning.
Like
The fuck you mean?
Yeah,
Sunday no, it was Monday.
no, it was Sunday. It was Sunday.
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what? My mother had just sent me a breakfast spot to go to, and he talking about, yeah, nigga whipped out. I'm like, it's Sunday morning.
Yeah, it was a
What
nice,
are you
beautiful
talking about?
Sunday, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on right now?
Shit, weird as hell. I'm
But-
like, come on, bro. Like,
But yeah,
what
if
do you mean?
anything, like I said, back to our original point, if you know you in an active beef with somebody, it's probably best that you move with some intelligence.
Fair.
Well, you lightly touched on Young Dolph case, so let's just dive a little deeper into that. Popular TikToker John Cannon 2.0 basically reiterate what she was saying, that Dolph's death is a result of his lifestyle, and not how people think that, oh, this was happenstance.
Ooh.
I didn't like the way he worded that.
So he was very raw with his
Delivery.
but he was in fact accurate.
And that's what irritates me, because yes, he may in fact be
He was accurate,
It was just some asshole shit to say.
but it's
know,
accurate.
it's-
Like,
it's-
bro,
all right.
like when you
Go
Tony,
ahead.
when you change your lifestyle from being a street nigga, a killer, or whatever it is, that's not a law-abiding citizen, and you decide to change your life, the streets did not decide that you changed.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck
No.
that you got a wife and kids now and you remove yourself from the game. You still are a threat, a op. You are all of these things. His wording was wrong and it was too soon.
I don't think his wording was wrong. I think a lot of people just
It is the wording because words hurt.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think the wording was necessarily wrong. I think if anything, people just didn't want to hear the truth about the situation. The thing that bothered me though was the assumption. We don't know how Dolph was in the street.
We don't.
We don't know if he was a good person in the street, because there are people who do indulge in criminal activity.
We know what the tabloids and social media tells us.
But some people can indulge in street shit and have a code and ethics with the shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people do that shit and have a moral compass. It's almost like, you feel me? If I said I'm gonna do something for you, I do it. If you tell me you need this certain amount of money back, I bring it. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only issue I had with it, is that we don't know what he was in the street. We don't know if he was ruthless. We don't know, like Vaughn.
Hey.
We heard about Vaughn. We heard about King Vaughn and how.
No,
Vaughn,
that nigga was a menace.
Yeah, we heard about
niggas from his own city said, "Oh no, that nigga had to die."
Right, and we know that Vaughn.
No, they did though.
Yeah, and we know that Vaughn kind of stood on business. But with Dolph, we don't really have, because
That's not really standing on business. That nigga was a fucking heathen.
Okay, I give you that.
But go ahead.
But my point being is, you can't say something like that without no proof of how he was in the street. He really might have been some type of stand-up guy in the street. Believe it or not, there are some people who are stand-up guys in the street. You know,
fair.
they all about getting their money. They handle their business and they keep it moving.
Fair.
You get what I'm saying? And some people, they are ruthless. They rule with an iron fist. You know, you got your Marlos of the world, and then you got your Barksdales of the world.
Huh?
You get what I'm saying?
Why is that?
Right. So that's just what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the world. That's the only thing I didn't like. I'm like, you're assuming that he was doing wicked shit in the street. You don't know if he was doing wicked shit in the street.
Yeah, we don't. We have zero clues about what he was actually doing in the streets.
Yeah.
Like, he could have been a model citizen after he got out of the game. He could have been 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Do I agree with someone losing a life? No. Like, so I feel as though, like, if you gonna kill with a purpose. And I know that sounds very, very, very crazy. But if you gonna kill with a person, with a purpose. Kill with a purpose, bro. Like, killing innocent people and a nigga that owe you $1,000 and you talking about you standing on business, like, bro, it ain't worth it at the end of the day. That's just my message for the people. Like, bro, don't kill like that.
Yeah.
If you avenging yourself, then sure, so be it.
Yeah.
Like with the Menendez people.
Yeah, I think the Menendez shit is I think they should come home, but I mean, you know, we see a different opinion on that, but at the end of the day, like I said, you know, with the Dolph shit, you can't assume that he was a wicked man in the street. You get what I'm saying? He might have been standing on business and not played no games and did what he was supposed to do. My only issue is that, you know, you had situations where you got shot at 100 times.
Right.
You should be moving properly. Yeah, you should be moving properly. You can call it being scared or whatever the case may be, but I know if somebody had took 2 attempts on my life at this point,
I gotta move different.
Yeah, I'm either not coming to the city, or when I come to the city, I'm gonna have police escorts, the whole 9. It's gonna be 1,000. It's gonna be 1,000 motherfuckers with me. I'm gonna make it hard for you to get me. I'm gonna make it hard. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
But
like, bro, even when I go to like certain cities that I got friends in, I check in.
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
When I went to Philly for the Locks concert, I called my brother Hassan. I'm like, yo, Haas, I'm here. I'm staying at this hotel. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Right.
This is where I'm at because he thorough.
Right.
So I'm gonna check in.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with checking in.
And you want to check the temperature of the city.
Yeah.
What is the city
like,
on?
yo,
Where should I go?
When I say his ass not even to the street, his ass to the goddamn ground.
Right.
It ain't nothing that he don't know, and he's actually Himothy in
Right.
the city.
Right.
Like if I go to Atlanta right now, I got 2 people I call. I got my man Ferb, I got my man Tamil,
Mike.
and I call him like, yo, I'm in Atlanta. I'm here, I'm there, blah blah blah. Yeah, fill me in. I need to know.
Yeah. I need to know too. If I'm well, I don't know a lot of people in different cities, but I'm also not venturing in certain parts of the city. Like I'm not.
Yeah, like I'm not going to Cali and going to Watts. Or going to Chicago and going to O Block.
Yeah, I'm not doing.
Yeah, you know that. I don't.
But I heard even in the Chicago, you still got to be careful being downtown.
Yeah, because if they get active,
Yeah,
there
they get
too.
active,
They don't
yeah.
have like zones where they don't touch.
Yeah.
Like here where we live at, like for the most part, like niggas not coming out in the county and getting active.
Facts.
Happens in the city.
Right. What we got next, Leah?
Okay, so the next topic, they're coming out with this Chris Brown documentary, which really bothered me. Like, leave this man alone. And it's called like A History of Violence. And it delves into, I guess, his upbringing, his dealings with trauma, and the abuse that he may have inflicted on others. My concern is, why are he doing this for other people? Like, Kristen went to trial, served his time, you know, changed his life
Community
around.
service.
Why do they keep doing this to him?
Well, my biggest question to that, right? And matter of fact, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come right back.